Good morning. This is the time. Good morning. This is the time and place for the planning hearing officer hearing for November 8th, 2023. My name is Roger Kiesel, and I will be conducting the hearing as hearing officer. The planning hearing officer meeting is being broadcast live on Glendale TV, viewable on Spectrum Cable Channel 6 and AT&T UVerse Channel 99. Meetings are also streamed live in high definition on the city's webpage, glendaleca.gov/live, on youtube.com/myglendale, and on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire devices using a free app called ScreenWeave and choosing Glendale TV from the menu. Meetings are also archived on the city's website for viewing anytime at glendaleca.gov/agendas. For public comments and questions during the meeting, please call 818-937-8100. City staff will be submitting the questions and comments in real time to the appropriate person. We have one case on the agenda this evening, or this morning, involving a discretionary permit application. It's a conditional use permit. The hearing will proceed as follows. First, I will read the description of the application. Second, I will read the reports from other city departments and other letters or communications from interested parties. The case planner will then make a brief overview of the case, giving analysis and making a recommendation. The applicant will then be connected in by telephone stating, well, the applicant is here, so we're not going to do that. The applicant then, stating both name and address, will present the case within a 15-minute time period. Others in support of or in opposition to the application and interested parties will be connected by phone or in person to give comments, again, clearly stating both their name and address. They have a 3-minute time limit. Finally, the applicant will be given an opportunity to make closing statements, if desired, in response to the testimony given by the preceding speakers, with a 5-minute time limit. The hearing will then be closed and the case taken under submission. Findings. If the evidence presented in the application and at the hearing meets the required findings set forth in the municipal code, then the project can either be approved or approved with conditions. If the findings of fact are not evident, then the request will be denied. Decision. After the hearing, the decision will be prepared in writing and will be in the form of a letter sent to the applicant and to all persons who responded to the public notice, either by speaking at this hearing or by submitting written responses and having provided their name and mailing address. The decision, the date of the decision will be the date appearing on the letter. Records of decisions for all projects will be posted online on the Planning Division's website. Appeals. Under the appeal provision of Title 30, Chapter 30.62 of the Glendale Municipal Code, the decision may be appealed to the Planning Commission within 15 days of the date of the decision. Anyone wishing to appeal must file using the city's online permit portal. For additional information regarding the appeal process and submittal, please contact the case planner. Public notice. Notification of this hearing was accomplished by the use of public notices, which were mailed to property owners and occupants located within 500 feet of the subject property, physically posted on the site in question, and placed in the local newspaper. I would like to inform everyone that the official proceedings of the planning hearing officer hearing are being televised live and may be viewed online at the city's website. So we are down to the actual case scheduled today. That case, as I mentioned before, is a CUP. It's a CUP Located at 400 South Glendale Avenue, Suite O. Conditional use permit case number PCUP 001701-2023. The applicant is requesting approval of this conditional use permit to continue to operate the massage establishment in the C3 Commercial Services Zone, subject to the standards listed in the GMC, in GMC 5.64. The project is categorically exempt from the California Environmental Quality Act as a Class 1 existing facilities per Section 15301 of the CEQA guidelines. This is because the project involves the continuance of a massage establishment without physical expansion of the building or intensification of the existing use. Okay, we did have comments from one other department. The police department noted that within the last calendar year, there were no calls for police service at the location. And they also had 6 suggested conditions, all standard conditions for the operation of massage establishments. And those 6 suggested conditions are also conditions of approval suggested by our planning staff. So, and that was the only department that had comments. So I'd like to turn it over to the case planner, Columba Diaz. She can give a brief presentation, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, thank you very much, Planning Hearing Officer Kiesel. Good morning, members of the public. My name is Columba Diaz. I am the case planner for the project. As mentioned, the application is under consideration is a conditional use permit to allow the continued operation of U Dream Massage, which is a massage establishment located at 400 South Glendale Avenue, Suite O, case number PCUP 001701-2023. As mentioned, the applicant proposes to renew their conditional use permit to continue the use of an existing massage establishment with no changes to the building or current operations. On January 25th, 2017, a conditional use permit case number 1624963 was approved to allow the massage establishment at the subject address. The CUP has since expired as of February 1st, 2022. The CUP renewal qualifies as a Class 1 existing facilities category exemption, as there is no physical expansion of the building or intensification of existing use. The subject project is located on the southeast corner of the intersection of South Glendale Avenue and East Elk Avenue in the C3 Commercial Services Zone. The massage establishment is on the second level of a 2-story multi-tenant commercial building and has operated at this location since 2015. There are 18 surface parking spaces and 43 parking spaces in the subterranean parking level. Here we see the existing conditions of the site plan. and floor plan. The massage establishment will remain at its current location on the east side of the building's second level with a west-facing single entry to the reception area and massage rooms. The tenant space is situated across the stairwell connecting both parking levels. The massage establishment is not proposing any changes to the exterior and will remain at its existing 900 square feet with no added floor area. On the findings of fact, the staff report demonstrates that the 4 required findings of fact for a continued use permit have been made for the project. The proposed continued use will be consistent with the various elements and objectives of the general plan. The land use element of the Glendale general plan designates the subject site as community services, an area suitable for this type of use. The subject site is located on the southeast corner of the intersection of South Glendale and East Elk, where its immediate vicinity is developed with various commercial uses that include retail, office, personal space, and personal services and restaurant uses. The project is consistent with the land use element of the general plan and with recommended conditions of approval pertaining to noise and safety. The project also complies with all other elements of the general plan. Ensuring the use will not be detrimental of the public or the environment. The massage establishment has been operating at the subject site for 8 years without adversely impacting surrounding uses. Neither the Glendale Police Department nor Neighborhood Services cited significant concerns related to the proposed conditional use permit. The conditions will ensure that the massage establishment will continue to operate responsibly. Ensuring the use is compatible with surrounding uses and properties. The approval of the CUP will not adversely impact nearby uses on this commercial street, nor impede the development of surrounding properties, as these properties are already developed and no changes are proposed to the existing tenant space and buildings on site. The massage establishment has been in operation at its current location since 2015, and the 18 surface parking spaces at the front of the building and a subterranean parking with 43 parking spaces, which have adequately accommodated patrons of the subject site and commercial building. This application does not include any changes or added floor area to the existing building or subject tenant space, so no increase in parking demand is being created. The existing public and private facilities such as utilities, landscaping, parking spaces, and traffic circulation measures are adequate as they are already in place. There has been no public comments received regarding this case, and the other city departments' comments included recommendations of standard conditions of approval, which are imposed on similar projects. Given all the information presented here and in the staff report and with recommended conditions of approval, the staff recommends that the conditional use permit be approved. This concludes my presentation, and I'm available for questions. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Now, actually, I'd like the applicant to come up and speak. Xiaolu Mu?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And you have 15 minutes.
Yes, sir.
And if you want to sort of augment anything she said with regard to the findings, that would be great.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. My name is Xiaolu Mu. Zhong Huisu is my mom. She's the applicant. I'm here to help her to do our presentation. I understand it's our responsibility to explain the hearing why our project meets those findings. First of all the proposed uses will be consistent with the various elements and objective of the general plan. Our location is located in C3 Commercial Service Zone, and we are here to provide healthy relaxation service to help the community relax after a busy day. Second, the use and its associated structure and the facility will not be detrimental to the public health or safety, the general welfare, or the environment. Our massage establishment is a 900 square foot unit on the second floor in a 2-story. Around 13,000 square foot multi-tenant commercial building located at 400 South Glendale Avenue, number O. on the southeast corner of South Glendale Avenue and Elk Avenue. Also, we have not made any changes to this existing on-site building or site plan since 2015. We have been in business for 8 years now and have had 0 complaints from the Glendale Police Department and the Neighborhood Services. Also, there are various types of commercial uses in the surrounding area. Our use and facility will not adversely affect or conflict with adjacent uses or impede the normal development of the surrounding property. No changes are proposed to the existing on-site buildings as part of the CUP application. Renewal of the conditional use permit will not adversely impact nearby uses on this commercial street, nor impede the development of surrounding properties, since these properties are already developed. We are not draw major traffic or create conflict with the adjacent uses. We can make equipped public and private facilities such as utilities, parking space, and traffic circulation measures and approved for use. The use has been in operation in this current location since 2015. In addition, we have a total of 2 parking spaces are provided. 18 surface parking spaces at the front of the building, and an underground parking area with around 43 parking spaces. The existing utility and landscaping parking space and traffic circulation much mature and adequate as they are already in place. We are open every day from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. In short, we will continue to comply with the city regulations to provide health and a relaxing place for our residents, and I hope the city will help us to continue to open.
Great, thank you. Stay up there for a second. I just have 2 quick questions. I just want to clarify and make sure you're not changing the operation of the massage establishment from current. The hours of operation are going to stay the same. There is no other sort of change to the operation of the business, correct?
Yes, sir, no change.
Okay. And you're currently open from 10 to 9?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then, did you get a chance to look at the 19 proposed conditions of approval? It's at the end of the staff report.
Yes, sir.
Do you see that, 19?
19, oh, I didn't see that, sir. I saw that in my computer.
Okay, okay. Did you have any questions or concerns about them?
No, sir.
Okay, so you're fine with those conditions if they're imposed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. That's everything I have. If you want to add anything, you're free to do so. Otherwise, we can conclude the public hearing.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm going to close the public hearing. Sure. Why don't we reopen the public hearing? You need to fill out one of these after. You can do it after. After? Yeah, that's fine. Actually, we don't have any phone calls, do we? Okay. You can come up. Oh, okay. Yeah, fill this out when you're done speaking. The green.
Thank you.
What? I'm sorry. Introduce yourself, and then you have.
My name is
3
Zaven Kashkarian.
Okay.
and I'm the owner of the property.
All right.
For the last 8 years that my tenant that is operating a massage operation, very decent, very objective, to the point we have no objection whatever she's doing, and she's very, very amicable, and she never did disturb our tenants in the property. I appreciate your approval.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Now we will close the public hearing. There should be green cards at the desk up front.
Thank you.
All right, so I just closed the public hearing. This case will be taken under submission. You should get a decision letter probably in the next week or two. All right? The hearing is now officially closed. Thank you for your participation. Thanks. Thank you.